played against Kobe. You played with MJ. I won't ask you who's better, but what were the similarities in the games? What were the differences in the games?
Well, Kobe is the closest thing to Michael. You know, everybody's been compared to Michael. LeBron has been compared to Michael. I don't think LeBron is Michael at all. I think he's a very different player, different mentality, mindset. Kobe has the same mindset and mentality that MJ had. The assassin, I'm going to rip your throat out with my scoring, you know, low post, dominant fadeaway, jumper, footwork. I thought Kobe's footwork was one of the best parts of his game, probably the most underrated, because everybody focused on his shooting and his athleticism, but his footwork got him open. And that's where he was so similar to Michael. He could just get any shot he wanted, and he never feared missing. He didn't care about missing. He missed tons of game-winning shots, made tons, and just went on to the next game and did the same thing over and over again. He was just as I said, just an absolute assassin. I mean, the mentality was so ferocious and competitive, and that's what I remember most.
Well, one of those questions fans love to debate over beer. If Kobe went one-on-one with MJ, what would that look like?
It'd be fun to watch. Yeah, I mean, like I said, very similar games, right? You know, Kobe shot a lot more threes, but in Michael's era, the threes weren't as big a part of things. I'm sure he would have worked a lot harder on his threes if he played in the modern era, but so similar in terms of, you know, the footwork, the reverse pivot, the fadeaways, and I'm sure Kobe got a lot of that by watching Michael. But yeah, that would have been fun to watch.
Between the two of them, who's the king of talk?
The king of talk? Man. Yeah, they're very comparable in that regard too.
You mentioned the three-point shooting. Are there other differences that jump out to you?
Are there other differences?
Yeah, what comes out to you?
Yeah, I mean, I think I've probably been over most of it.
Like halftime ceremonies have you been a part of in your career player where somebody re-ran the arena? I mean, you don't have to have exact.
Yeah, I don't really remember, but you know, being with the Spurs, I thought had it figured out. They did it after, you know. So I was there for Sean Elliott's. Actually, I think I was like the MC for Sean's jersey retirement. This would have been about 2004, maybe, or 5, and you do it after the game. That way, you're not on this time constraint. So I'm kind of confused as to why we would do a Kobe of all people. It's going to take a while. They say 21 minutes. The league has said 21 minutes. I'd say the over/under is 30.
Skeptical.
Yeah.
What are you taking, over/under?
I got the it's for sure over 21. The question is, do we set the bar higher? I think we do. So let's set it at 28. Set the bar at 28. We'll have a wager. Just for a friendly, no money involved.
No money.
You and I.
Thank you.
You get to pick over or under right now.
28.5 or 28?
28 even.
28 even. I'll take over.
You got the over. I would take the over too, but yeah, I think it's going to take forever. The point being, it's like it's such a disruption in the game, and I didn't realize it was going to be that long. So when you guys asked me the other day, are our guys going to? I said, yeah, we probably won't even go in. We'll go into our locker room right away at halftime because it's half an hour is too long to be just sitting there, and we'll probably, you know, we'll let the guys go in, do their usual halftime routine, and then give them the option to come back out, and we'll probably all come back out after 10 minutes, and we'll still get 20 minutes of halftime celebration.
Maybe Kobe can time it for 24.
Hey.
How about 8? I'd prefer 8.
Steve, obviously having some of your guards down sleep, you're not worried about anything. But to play a basketball game, my favorite thing to do, my favorite holiday, can't beat that.
Did you have any kind of do any of them stick out to you in terms of like performances or like team performances?
They all kind of get beat in because it's Christmas, and you know, it's just, to be honest, it's just a time for you to just go out there, you know, enjoy the game, enjoy the Christmas spirit, and everybody in the arena. Just, I mean, wins and losses matter, but at that time on Christmas Day, it feels like when you're done playing, it doesn't matter at all. So it's a great moment.
You have any memorable Kobe trash talk moments?
Yeah, I told this story before about how we played during the regular season. It was like the day before All-Star break, and we were beating them pretty good in OKC. And said, you can have this game. You can't sit at my table. I got at that time. Did he have 5 yet? Yeah, they had 5 championships. So it was just like, you guys are playing well, but you don't know what it feels like to hit the top. You know, and that was a nice little jab right there. You know, as a young player, you feel like you're coming up quick, and you feel like you're establishing yourself, and then you got a guy who's on another level as far as accomplishments and experience. Just push you back down to another level. So it was humbling, but it was also motivation.
Kelly, what do you take away from Kobe, specifically from like the business aspect? I mean, his career and what he's doing most of your time.
Brandon, obviously the Kobe game tomorrow. When you think of Kobe and his career, what stands out the most to you?
I think it's work ethic. How he took every game like it was his last. I don't think he took advantage of any game or any aspect of the game. He wanted to master everything of the game, and he's definitely an inspiration to our generation and, of course, many generations above me.
Is there a piece of advice he's given you personally that you've held on to most?
Just stand in the moment. Stand in the moment. I think the first thing he told me was about the defensive end and how I could be really good on the defensive end, and just trying to challenge myself on that end.
Brandon, you got here right. I mean, first you were the turning of the page essentially from Kobe. What from your perspective has been kind of his imprint or impact on the team, even from afar?
Well, not just from the team. I think over this league, he's an inspiration for how hard he works. He kind of sets the bar for like one of the greatest players that's ever played this game. So when you come in here and you see his jersey, there's his number on the wall, and you see all the accolades and everything that he's done. It's crazy to think that.
Kobe's talked about how, like, when he got here, he like looked up at the jerseys that were retired and kind of dreamed of getting there someday. Is that something that as a new Laker, as a rookie, you did as well? Is that similar to your experience?
Of course. That's why we play this game. Of course, that's why I play this game, to try to be the best in this league. And I think to have my number retire here one day or be one of the best players that came through here one day is something of my goal.
People, I remember people making a big deal out of the locker being Kobe's locker. What was the reaction to that?
Well, I was so lost in the moment and really don't know what's going on, but just to think the 20 years that he's been in this league and have his number 8 and his number 24 jersey retired, and I don't know, it's unimaginable that happened. Just say that I'm very blessed to be in this position.
Brandon, what do you remember about playing on Christmas last year?
I remember the atmosphere. I remember how psyched the fans were, how ready we were to play basketball, and just how fun it was.
Sorry, go ahead. How much different is that game versus any other game, do you think?
The Christmas game?
Yeah.
I don't think it's too different. I think just the energy in the building is a lot higher. Of course, it's a time for joy, time for family, and you get to go out there and play a game you've been dreaming of for your whole life.
Did you feel any pressure in terms of filling those shoes left by Kobe? There was a void after he left. Did you ever feel that pressure to kind of assume that role, and do you still feel that pressure to be that guy?
Well, I think coming in here every day, and I think I kind of take the pressure off myself by coming in here every day and try to work every single day and try to be the best that I can be. I know that I'm going to be something special, and I come here every day to work hard on different parts of my game. So I know eventually I'm going to get there. So when you put in the work, I don't think you feel the pressure, or more so I want to say fear or anything.
Brandon, when you say that Kobe's defense stood out to you the most, what part of that approach was most impressive about him?
His tenacity. I think the way he played offense is the same way he played defense. You sometimes saw him guarding guys full court. You saw him guarding different positions. You saw him guarding the point guard, the shooting guard, the small forward. Just probably the best player on the floor every single night. To be locked in for that 48 minutes and locked in on the best player and go and score 30 to 40 points every single night is something special.
Brandon, is this week seem pretty insane? You play LeBron, now you got the Kobe game, but it's against the Warriors. When you play the Rockets and then the Warriors again, it seems pretty like you've never gone through anything like no team.
That is, it's a test for our young guys. I think a lot of our guys' eyes are really wide when you play these really, really good teams, and they perform well. We perform well just going against these top contenders in this league, and we just had to bring it in these weeks. Of course, and for some of the top teams in the West.
Brandon, did you ever think that about being in Kobe's locker, or once they told you, or once they told you, then you became your locker, you never thought about it ever again? Which way?
No, I think about it every day.
Think about it every day?
First it was the one over at the old practice facility.
Right.
Then it's Kobe's locker at Staples, and then he has a suit locker right beside.
Right.
So I think every day I go in the tunnel, I think about how blessed I am to be in this position, how this guy spent his 20 years in the same position, and I have to say it's an honor. It's an honor to try to be there, fill some shoes, and just try to come out here and work every day.
Brandon, you were like 8 or 9 when Kobe changed his number. Like, do you really just remember him as number 24, or do you have memories of Kobe 8?
You know, I probably have like 1 or 2 memories from number 8, but it was really number 24 for me. But even watching some of the highlights before he changed his numbers, I mean, it's easy to type something on YouTube, and I mean, either number, he was